All right, this review is for the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer official licensed product. 5.5 feet tall. The nose lights up, very important. Let's see now. We got this from Home Depot in the year 2022. As you can see, this is indeed copyrighted Gemmy, so it's a Gemmy product. Again, I think when it's like it's a trademark character, like Home Depot can't sell it under their brand. They gotta like buy it directly from, you know, whoever owns the copyright. So that's why they don't have the Home Depot brand name on there. But in any case, yep, that's what the box looks like. And here are the stakes. And like I always say, I'm not a huge fan of these metal stakes. I mean, they might do the job for this one. I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of those, but that's just what you get these days. Let's take a look at the motor back here. It's a pretty good sized motor. It's a pretty beefy motor. It's a small motor, but it's a big small motor. I always refer to these small black ones with black cords. I refer to them all as small motors. So that's why I say it's a big small motor. The ones that have legs, they sit on the ground, and they're typically white or gray, the white cord, I refer to those as big motors. So that's just what I do. See it blow up here now. Going pretty fast. That's a pretty good sized Rudolph. I mean, we have a lot of reindeer. We have a few Rudolphs, but they typically aren't this big. And then the ones we do have, he's like sitting down. He's like sitting down on it, you know. So this is the first, I'm pretty sure this is the first Rudolph we ever have where he's standing up. That's interesting. Also, you see where they put the motor? I didn't realize that. The motor is on his like, you know, belly there. Typically, these motors, for when they have like four legs like this, it's like on like the back of one of the feet. That's interesting because, I don't know, it's just really weird, I think. I think right off the bat, I would say it would look better if it were on the foot because it would like hide it better. If you were like, you know, looking at it, you're like visiting the display, it would be like behind the leg and you wouldn't really see the cord. Now you could really just see that cord dangling down. I mean, I could, you know, obviously you could try to like move the cord behind the leg anyways. It's just odd placement, but at the same time, this probably works better because sometimes if they're in the leg there, especially how big this one is, if they put it on the leg, you know, the air would have to start from the leg and kind of fill in this way, get all the legs. It's kind of, it probably would work better if it's in the belly like this because the air would be more evenly distributed from where the air is coming in from, I would assume. But as far as, yeah, it looks, it puffs out nice and well. It's really getting all the air in there. It looks great. It really does. See what the front of him looks like. I guess also if you displayed it from the front like this, then you wouldn't really notice the cord either because you can't really see the cord like from here. I guess you were like down here. Even down here you can't really see the cord. So maybe that's how you're supposed to display it, which probably is because that way everyone can see the nose better. The nose does light up. When I turn the lights off, you'll see the nose lights up. Having a bow on his neck's a nice touch. I will say I've noticed that when you do have an inflatable with like four legs like this one, they don't stand up too well. So let's give it a good push test here. Well, actually stood up pretty well. This one probably has a lot of them these days have like sandbags in the feet and bottom of it and stuff. You see, just a good shove and it fell right over, and it's not getting back up. So I can guarantee you, there's like I want to say a slight wind, like a moderate wind, it's probably not going to stand up too well, even with it being properly staked down. It's just my guess. I obviously can't tell in my garage there's no wind. It's just my guess that if there's a moderate wind, even if it's staked down properly, wind's just going to come along and just do that to it. So if you watch my tips videos about how to have your decoration stand up nice and straight and tall in the wind, you can get some tips for how to make it stand up properly. Just get a couple of garden stakes. It costs a couple dollars to have them stand up nice and tall. But again, make sure you stake it down properly anyways, because you don't want the wind to take it away. Let's see now, the lights off. That's interesting. They have a bulb in the, it looks, okay, it just looked different color. I think it's just kind of looking at one from the back and the front. They are both cool white light bulbs. It's nice to put one in the belly. That is really nice because I think a lot of times they wouldn't bother. They just put one like in the back of the head. But in the belly, it really does light up the belly pretty nice. And the legs aren't really that lit up. There's really not much you could do about that. I mean, I guess they could put a light bulb in each leg. They're just not gonna do that. They're not gonna put 4 light bulbs just for the legs. So the body's lit up really well, actually, just that one light bulb. And the head's lit up nice and well just from that one light bulb also in the head. I do like the nose. That is a nice touch. We have a lot of Rudolphs where all they do is they just make the material here red, and there's no light in it. It's just the material is red. So this is nice where it's actually a red light bulb in the nose, and it's flashing on and off. That is really nice. I will say it's kind of, the mouth looks kind of weird. That's just the way of the angle. I think I was looking at it for a second there. It looked like he had teeth. I was like, wait a minute. I don't think that looks right, him having teeth. It was just the angle I was looking at. Okay, it doesn't have teeth. Okay, good. Okay, sorry, that just was bothering me. But yeah, it really looks nice in the dark, and the nose looks really great. I'm really glad they did that, and it really lights up really well. I'm really impressed with this. This is a nice one. This is probably one of the best Rudolphs we have. We have several of them. This is probably the best one we have. So I'm glad we got it. Yeah, that looks great. Let's see what the electricity is. Actually not bad. I mean, considering it's a pretty good sized motor, it has 3 light bulbs, think about it. You know, the 2 cool light bulbs and the one red one's flashing on and off. It's not bad, electricity wise. So I would definitely recommend this. This is a really nice inflatable. Yeah, it's not going to stand up that well on its own probably. You know, might have to get some more stakes to help it stand up. That's a couple dollars. That shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, but it lights up really well. It looks fantastic. I really do like this. It looks very detailed. I mean, you got little nubs for his antlers. That's what I'm pretty sure that's what he had in the cartoon. You know, has a bow, and it looks really nice. I really do recommend this. This is awesome. It's definitely going in our display. It's going to be part of our. We have a little Rudolph collection from the cartoon. We just got a Bumble this year also, so that'll be part of our collection too. It's going to look nice. It really looks good. Even if you do it from this angle, you can still see the nose from this angle. So if you want to do it, from this angle, you want to set them up so people see this side or they see this side. It looks good either way. So again, yeah, I recommend this. If you can find it for a price you like, I say go ahead and go for it. It's a fantastic inflatable. All I gotta say about this video though, thank you for watching. See you next time.